Welcome back to Technically Speaking. We're here with David Shane talking about Google Drive, how it can work best in your life, your personal life, but also in a business situation because David uses it in his business. So far we've managed to open up a new Google account, and we're going to start working with some Google Drive. I loaded up my Google Drive account that I had before 10 minutes ago just so that we can have some things in here. So you'll see on the screen what you would see as soon as you go to Google Drive. There's a number of documents here that I've already worked on. Different types of documents too, as you could see from the little shape in front of each of them. If I wanted to make a brand new document, I would go here to the word Create. And I could make a document. A presentation is like a PowerPoint, a spreadsheet. That's the equivalent of Excel or something. It's all built in, so you don't even have to buy any other software. This button next to Create says Upload. So if I already created things on my computer and I clicked that, let's see, here was the script for episode 16 all about Windows 8. I can simply upload that, and now here it is. It got added to my Google Drive. So I can take anything, files, folders, whatever I want. Now, once I open one of these things, I'm just going to open one of these. There we go, Technically Speaking, episode 6. There's a button up here called Share. And if I click on the Share button, I have some options. You'll see here I can send an email or even Facebook or Twitter and send this document to somebody else. Or I can type in their email address. I'm going to type in your email address. Let's see, footlightsny, ny@gmail.com. Okay, so you are going to get a message that you're sharing that document with me. Now, once we're sharing a document, we can actually edit a document together. In fact, I'm going to open up, let's see, what are we up to? Episode 17. I'm going to open up today's episode. Here we are. Now, this is a document that I've already shared with David. So he has it there on his iPad. Now, we happen to be in the same room, but you could be...
We could be anywhere.
You could be in California, and we are sharing this same document. Now, you were talking about the fact that in a work situation, different people might be adding things to the document.
That's right.
They might be talking to a client or something like that.
We have a spreadsheet of any upcoming events that we're working on, and in that spreadsheet it has boxes for each bit of information that we need for the event. So if I've taken a phone call and I've taken some of that information down, and somebody else in our office needs to go in and change that information, they can access it and change it from wherever they are, from their house or from a different office, wherever they happen to be.
Now, technically, this is a document that I created. So if I wanted to, you know, adding more text, I could just add more myself. But since I've shared this with you, you can also add some stuff.
And this is my favorite part about the way that we share it with Google Drive.
I saw a little pop-up here.
You can see, as I start to do things, that I'm adding things to...
Oh, look at that. And it even has Spotlight, you know, Footlights NY, so I know it's you. You might want to share this with more than one person, and then you can see who's doing what that way. Greet our special guest, David Shane, the awesome co-owner of... Exactly. In case I forgot to mention that to our viewers here. Just in case you forgot. And, you know, since we've finished with segment 1, I might want to go to, let's say, the bottom of segment 1. Oh, there you are. And start deleting things we don't need anymore. Oh, look at that. I've decided to get rid of it. Now, can I do this at the same time that you're doing this? Absolutely. So you're typing, and let's say I wanted to type right here. Let me pick another color. I'll be blue. I am typing 2. Are you also typing? Look at this. We're both working. Oh my gosh, it's like we're each writing or typing on the same keyboard at the same time. We could have like a little fight going. We certainly could. I delete what you write, you change what I write. Yeah, that's some work collaboration. That's right. One other thing that's interesting, besides doing all this, we also have a comment section. Now the comments, we could just click on comments and it's running kind of like instant messaging. Sure. I could say, hey, don't delete that.
And I could respond.
Look at that. Oh, there you are. Now I can also comment about something in the text.
Right.
So for example, oh look at this. I'm going to highlight this little tip for our viewers that there are 30 days worth of file revisions. So if we need to go back to what this document looked like yesterday before you and I mauled it,
we could find that.
Google
Great.
Drive is saving it. But if I highlight that and I come up here to insert a comment, and I want to comment about this sounds great. And there's my comment. You'll see that comment, and when you click on this little highlighted thing, it'll light up a little bit there. So I can actually go through this whole document. If you had sent it to me for editing, for example, I can make comments about it. You were talking about in a performance situation, you might want to highlight this is very critical, the bride's mother.
Exactly. This is the most important song. They've requested it. They've requested that it be performed at a brisk tempo for whatever reason. This is, you know, and we can make comments on that to make sure that everybody looking at the document knows everything they need to know.
So by the time they get it, things will be highlighted, things will have little comments popping up from the side.
That's
There's
right.
no doubt that
There's no doubt that we all have the right information.
Well, that's fabulous.
Which is key.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, this is unbelievable, though, that we can share this. And this thing that I did highlight, that things are automatically saved. I mean, how many times have you done something at the computer and forgot to hit save, or realized, you know, it was right the first time.
I changed it and I don't remember what I said before.
You know,
how am I going to get that back?
There's another one I saw here with our tips. I'll highlight it here. If you accidentally delete a file from Google Drive, you can simply go to the Google Drive online version, and the file is right there.
Yeah.
It's in the trash can, but when something goes in trash for Google Drive, they don't actually take out the trash.
Right.
You can look through the trash for 30 days and still find all your stuff, because I think throwing things away on the computer is everyone's great fear.
It really is. We're worried that we'll never get it back
They're
if we need it.
accidentally going to do something awful. Oh, and you're adding
And
something else?
add
I
a
saw your little
comment.
flag. See, this is great. I can see you at work right here over my shoulder. Now this Google Drive thing, I happen to be using a laptop which is hooked up to this larger monitor. Oh, look at you. You put a note there, and if I click on that, there it is. His note just pops right up. Love that.
Isn't it fun?
Now I'm on a laptop, you're on an iPad over there. What's one of the wonderful things about this is whether we're on an iPad or a phone, I just wanted to show that there's a little app for it.
Yeah.
And it's a free app. Here's the app right there for Google Drive. This happens to be an iPad, but my cell phones have the same app.
Yeah.
And when I click on that app, you're going to see all of these documents that we've been saving. And in fact, if I click on the one that we're working on, we're going to see it with all of the edits that we're doing. Here's all the little extra words that David typed in, like awesome, and all the notes are going to be in there. So whether I'm here or if I'm on the train or wherever I'm going, I have a phone with me, I can keep working.
That's right.
Of course, the bad thing is now we work 24 hours a day, but that
can't escape it.
That of course is a discussion for another day, that we are working way too many hours.
And if you're connected to Wi-Fi, then or any sort of internet, then those things are automatically updating and automatically saving in the drive, which is really great. We talked about using some other cloud services, like we talked about Dropbox is really great for storing things, but certain applications we were using required us to have to refresh and update, and this really just immediately changes the document. We don't have to find a new version of the document. We don't have to. We can work on it right here, which is great.
Is it helping your business to move?
It's helping our business to move incredibly.
Well, that's fabulous.
Which is very helpful, and the reason we came to you in the first place.
Well, I think if it's helping your business, it's a fabulous thing, because
I agree.
You know, we want more music every place going on. That's exactly what we want. And it's saving a tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's probably saving millions of trees here.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about all these different ways that we can work with Google Drive and save things and access them, but one thing you just mentioned about the Wi-Fi, one thing I found out, I have it here in one of our tips, I'll just highlight it. is that even if you're not connected to Wi-Fi, you can still do this. And then the next time you're connected, it will automatically save.
That's right. So if you have the app on your iPad or on your phone, or your computer just isn't hooked up to the internet, you can still work on those things just like you were on a regular computer, working on a document, working on anything. And the next time you connect to the internet, it will update everything that you were doing.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, listen, try Google Drive. You're going to love it. If you go over to technicallyspeakingtv.com, we have links to all these great things, but I think googledrive.com is pretty easy to remember also. So enjoy it, and we hope it helps your business to boom, too. Thanks for joining us.